Good afternoon and welcome to a brand new channel. So this is my first voyage into the YouTube space. I've been thinking about starting a channel for the last couple of years now, but to be completely honest, due to a lot of procrastination on my part, it's never really happened. So finally brought an Insta360 to film some content on, brought a laptop so I can do a little bit of editing. So we're going to give this thing a go. So what can you expect to see? Now, the main bike on this channel is going to be a Royal Enfield Himalayan. I'm actually picking that up on Saturday, so I don't have the bike at the moment. And it may be interspersed with a couple of different bikes. Potentially I can loan some bikes, and I've got a couple of interesting, not a couple of interesting friends, and they're not very interesting at all, but I've got a couple of friends with some interesting bikes that potentially we can do a little bit of a review on, and maybe a little bit of a versus video with the Himalayan, so that should be quite fun as well. So, why am I bringing this video to you when I haven't actually got the bike yet? Very important reason for that. I do have a bike at the moment, and it's a 1996 Yamaha TTR 250. So this video is going to be a little bit of green lane content for you, just kind of talking through my process and why I'm going from the TTR to the Himalayan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so a little bit of green laning on the soon to be gone TTR. So great little enduro bike this. May have said already, but 1996 model, 250cc, makes about 28 brake horsepower, so ever so slightly more than the Himalayan. I'm not going to go crazy tonight for the simple reason that a nice gentleman from Devon has already put down a deposit on this. He's waiting to get a courier to take it to all the way from Norfolk to his neck of the woods. So certainly don't want to be crashing her. You're probably going to see me avoiding the puddles on these lanes if there are any. So I'm going to be taking it nice and slowly. Don't want any dramas tonight, and yeah, this is the first time I've actually ridden and filmed, so hopefully you can actually see okay and hear me okay, but we'll soon find out. If not, I'll have to ride this lane again tomorrow night and try and get some decent footage for you. But yeah, like I say, great little enduro bike. I've had it for about 3 years now, so it's been a trusty little companion for me, but eventually I made the decision that it was time for a change, and to be completely honest, I should probably stand up there. To be completely honest, I always thought that a Royal Enfield Intercept would be the first Enfield that I buy. I've been looking at them afar for years now, and yeah, I've test ridden them a couple of times, and yeah, really enjoyed them. But actually, when I thought about it, I want something that can do a little bit of road work, a little bit of off-road work, and yeah, you could of course modify an Interceptor, but it's not really what they're intended to be used for. So the Himalayan gives me that little bit of flexibility, and I'm taking it easy tonight, but to be honest, I never really ride at a great speed of knots anyway, so yeah, in terms of the power of the Himalayan, yes, it's fairly similar to this, so it shouldn't notice too much of a difference there. But this is obviously a lot more nimble and agile than the Enfield. So the Enfield weighs circa 200 kilos. This only weighs 125. So yeah, you might be thinking, if I want to do a bit of off-roading, why I'm actually getting rid of this? And there's nothing wrong with the bike. Like I said, it's already been sold, and I love it. But for what I need it for what I want to do with the bike, I still want to be able to do the green lanes. I want to maybe do a little bit of touring, get some panniers at some stage, and strap a tent to the back and have a few adventures. And I guess in many ways you could do that with this, but I just think that the Enfield is going to do it, that little bit better, really. But I guess time will tell. But just gonna pause here. Some lovely lanes around, can't get the stand down, there we go, bit of a push. Some lovely lanes around around Norfolk, beautiful sunset over there, and Of got to say this is probably one of the best. Yeah, it's not super technical around here, but you've got a bit of sand here. You'll find when we go a little bit further down it becomes quite boggy in terms of the sand, and you'll also see that I'm not the best sand rider, but yeah, beautiful evening for it. But yeah, here she is, Yamaha TTR 250, like I said, 1996 model, actually a Japanese import, this one. Haven't really done too much to the bike since I've got it. Came with a sheepskin, which I'm going to be keeping. Panniers came with the bike. They're going to be going to the new owner. I haven't really done much to it. All I've done is replace the little rack here on the back. The old one, the zip brake, that I need to replace, and replace the horn. You know, serviced it regularly. I'll just try and come over here, try not to fall over so you can see the other side. She sounds pretty good too, I think. But like I said, great little companion. Put the heated grips on there as well. Forgot about them, but yeah, time to go. Time for a change. So yeah, exciting times. So today is, what day are we? Today is Wednesday, and I'm going to be picking up the new bike on Saturday. So not buying it from an official Royal Enfield dealer. I'm actually buying it from Colchester Kawasaki. Had a great little deal on. I'm not going to talk all these people. Watch out for the dog. Thank you, guys. So yeah, one thing you want to be mindful, of course, when you go on the lanes, not everybody likes to see bikes down them, unfortunately. Some people give green lane as a little bit of a bad name, so you know, tearing past people. So you know, important to be polite when you do run into people, even if they're not necessarily polite to you, which can be frustrating at times. This is the sandy bit, and I can tell straight away that I've forgotten to lower my pressures. I'm on road pressures, and yeah, struggling quite a bit, even compared to normal, to be completely honest. Drop the clutch then when I didn't want to, stalled them, but that's okay, we'll go again. So no heroics tonight. Got a leg dangling off the balance, just ease her through, dab if I need to. I've gotten through her a few times standing up, but yeah, not on road pressures. This is the only trail really. You know, if you go in green lane and to be honest, you do want to lower the pressures a little bit, but this is the only one that I'd say round here that I'm going to go on this evening is really, really necessary, and you know, we've got through the worst of it now, he says, and should hopefully, touch wood, be plain sailing from here on in. But yeah, excited to get the Himalayan, and I think really the thing that sold it for me is, if you're doing 50, 60 miles an hour on this, it can of course do it, but actually it's screaming quite a lot. And I found with the Enfield, be a good test of the Insta here, see what it's like in kind of low light conditions. Like I said, going to revive the water. I'll give it a bit of a spruce up before I hand it over to the new owner, but she had a bit of a clean the other day. I don't really want to go through all of it again, so I'm going to go through here at walking speed, because I'm not about that life. I'm definitely not going through that tonight either. But what was I saying? Lost my train of thought now. Yeah, the thing about the Himalayan that I found on the test ride anyway was that actually it was a lot smoother. It was a more relaxing ride, and if you want to go fast, you know, I'm sure you in the right hands you could go fast on a Himalayan, but actually I don't go particularly fast anyway. I think for the kind of riding I do, the kind of riding style I've got, actually the Himalayan will actually suit me a little bit better, and you know, it gives you that versatility. So I'm about 45 minutes an hour away from Thetford Forest, and there's some great trails around there, so I'm told. But on the TTR, I've never really fancied the trip over there, whereas on the Himalayan, actually, it's going to be better on the road than this. It's going to be sufficient on the trails, and just a better all-rounder, whereas this is more of a tool for a certain job, I guess. Okay, so back at the house now. I did try and film a little outro on the bike, but the wind noise was just a little bit too much. So just want to say a massive thank you for watching. Make sure to stick around. There will be a video coming up featuring a Himalayan, I promise you. And if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe. Until the next time, goodbye.